Hey, welcome back to the channel, everybody, or welcome to the channel here if you're new. Today we're diving into the forest. I've been working on a build for build series and whatnot. The forest is a great survival game, but once you beat the game, you get access to creative mode, and so you can pretty much build cities and whatever you like without having to actually cut down trees and gather wood. So I went ahead and I built what I think is a pretty cool city, and I want to dive into it and show you guys. So in this save, I played on the creative mode, and I also had developer tools on, which if you don't know how to use the developer tool menu, it's pretty simple. It's like a console command. And how you access that, if you don't know, is when you're here on the home screen, just on your keyboard, type in developer mode on, one word, no spaces, and press enter. After you do that, if you hit F1 on your keyboard, you'll see up here in the corner, it'll say toggle work scheduler or whatever. You can actually start typing things in like item hack, which will let you have to type item hack on, it'll let you like have unlimited items and whatnot. But that's just a tool. There's commands on the internet if you need to know commands. But anyway, let's get diving into this video on this build I have. Alright, everybody, welcome to the game that is the forest. If you're new, or if you're a veteran of the forest like myself, you know exactly what's going on. You know where I am. You know I am in, of course, a lighthouse that I built for the outskirts of my city. But let's get downstairs. Kind of a tall lighthouse, so just take a minute to get down. Now for this build, I've always wanted to build over the giant hole that is called sometimes the cenote, or as some people like to call it, the giant butthole. But I have built a city over top of it. It's kind of a bridge city. We can kind of take a look. It's not going to look the greatest for like rendering in the distance, but here it is. It's pretty much a whole bridge just built on top of the big hole, or the cenote as we will call it. Now there's not a whole lot of defense outside. It is surrounded by defensive walls, so we have nothing to worry about. We do have a couple traps, which I haven't caught any cannibals, but they're out here somewhere. But enough of that, let's get in to the city. Open up with the big double doors, and we got area for storing weapons. In my mind, this is obviously, single player, maybe multiplayer with a few guys, but like, I'm just thinking like, if a plane actually crashed on this island and they had all this stuff and they were stuck here for a long time, they build this city, they're surviving, they got like their camp set up, this is where they live. They're like not planning on getting off, but so they got weapons here for when they go out patrolling. Couple guard towers, and along both sides of the bridge, I have catapults set up on platforms. So you can have a little fun, toss some rocks, or I think this catapult actually has skulls in it. So you can grab that, and you can catapult some skulls at some cannibals running down on the path. So we got platforms set up with all the catapults on them. And once you come into the town first, I haven't actually thought of a name for this town yet. I'm thinking just calling it like the Bridge. I feel like that's a plenty good enough name. But the first building we have that's not a guard tower is the tavern. Every great town has a bar where everybody can kick back and relax. This is just the little tavern I got going on here. Fireplace and all the booze, of course. And the bartender, Steve. What's up, Steve? Oh, that's just armor. Never mind. So just a rock building, nothing too fancy. There's seating all around outside. Yeah, we got the garden right here. We got some aloe and some marigold, right? I think marigold, or I can't remember. Coneflower, I think. Yeah, coneflower. And blueberries. And my guy's looking at his hands. Alright, whatever, dude. So we got the garden, water collection for, drinking water. Get a drink real there. Nummy. Right here, just a little archery range. Got some, got a target down there. You can try to hit the target. Some guys come out here after rolling out of the tavern a little drunk. Maybe they want to have a bet or something so you can get closest to the bullseye. Fun stuff like that. Got arrows set up here and 3 different bows for people to choose from. Our next building is the butcher shop, as I guess it the food storage, the butcher shop. This is just where all the drying racks are stored, and there's plenty of meat in here. It's kind of like a smokehouse, I guess. I think there's a rabbit cage out here for breeding rabbits. So, you're on a desert island. You're not too picky on what you're eating. Obviously, there's lizard, and deer. You can eat cannibals if you want to, but I don't see why you would want to do that. Some more seating. There's seating outside all around just to make the town look more like it's livable, And we got another little garden here with some blueberries and some aloe growing on some planters. And right here we have one of the most important buildings in the forest for me and who I usually play with, my partner Joey. When we team up, we get shit done, and we burn a lot of bodies and collect a lot of bones for bone armor. So we always have to have the crematory, as we call it, where we burn the skeleton or burn the cannibal bodies to get the bones. The next building is the tanners, I guess. It's the skin shop, where like you got all the hides and whatnot from the animals you hunt, and they're very helpful. You got to use them a lot in crafting. Got some more seating, more catapults, more drinking water, and right here, this big building is like an apartment complex, kind of, but obviously we're not charging rent here, because if you're stuck on this island, you're either with us or you're against us, and if you're here, you're probably a pretty friendly guy. I'm just gonna run up. There's 2 rooms on each floor. They're all about the same. Some are different sizes, but they all have a bed, a table, a chair, a armor rack, a shelf, and a couch, and some of them also have a fireplace. This one does not. This one up here, I do believe, has a fireplace. Nope, I was wrong. Maybe it's this one. Okay, yeah. There's like half the rooms, I would say, maybe a third of the rooms have a fireplace. There's just slightly different layouts, how the way I set them up. But if we go all the way to the top, we'll get to the roof, which has a nice little hangout spot and some tables, some more water, and some drying racks for, it's kind of like a living room area, but outside with a nice view. So let's just head down all these stairs again. I like how I catch air off every step. I kind of hope they fix that in the upcoming Sons of the Forest game. And down in the bottom, just another little hangout area. And we can either go out this door or this one, which, just leads to seating. So we're going to go out oh, I'm stuck in the door. We're just going to go out this one. And here is the latest addition to the city. This is the final addition I added, which is the jail. Yeah, you got to have a jail. I mean, why not? There's some bad guys running around. Maybe bad guys, but like, maybe somebody gets drunk at the old tavern and starts a fight. You got to throw them in the slammer for a little bit. And it locks from the outside because it's a jail cell. Jail cell. Sorry for that. But, yep, that's the jail. We got a nice gazebo, which if you build one of these in Survival with Cheats Off, I do believe you get the achievement, the worst dad ever, which is, because you really shouldn't be doing that. Maybe it's should you really be doing this? I think maybe the worst dad ever achievement is when you hit 100 days without finding your son. But we got more catapults. Like I said, there's catapults all along both sides. And we do have a slide. We can run up it quick and slide down. I wanted to put a slide in, They're newer fair, they're not new. I think the final finished product of the forest was over a year or two now, but they're still new. New to me. I've been playing the forest since before it was officially released back in early access days. It's a great game. If you don't have it, I recommend picking it up. Boom, back at the bottom. That was fun. I made some crazy wild slide rides throughout my playing days. I have a really fun one. Maybe I'll do a video on it some other time. But here we have the church, because, you know, you're stuck on an island and sometimes you need God. So here we are in the church. You receive your sermons and whatnot. Nothing fancy. Obviously, this church's blueprint, I didn't build that like that. You know, blueprint by itself. You build square buildings and octangle buildings. Speaking of buildings, right now we are going into the hospital. Now, the hospital has 4 rooms for all them sick patients. They're all set up about the same, you know, bed, desk, medicine on all the shelves, and drinking water, sink-ish, kind of. Not a whole lot of ways to build with, you know, the limited blueprints you get. And here we have a storage room. There's just medicine, sodas, alcohol, protein bars. Leads out to the deck. Not a whole lot going on out here. Just some more seating. And the top, we can go up to the top, and it's just what I imagine is where like guys like to plan, or not the guys, but like the maybe leaders of the city like to plan their attacks and whatnot. They have a good view of everything going around. It's kind of like a war room, but like with a view. Then we have, how many buildings left? I think 2? Maybe 1. Yeah, 1. So this is the first building I built. The building that I built. Yep. And it's got this side here, which is a storage room for rocks and sticks, because you need sticks and rocks for building a lot of stuff. There's also skull lanterns lighting up the city. And if we go into the other side, it takes us to the weapons room. This was a time-consuming room, trying to rotate through all the weapons to make sure each weapon gets put on each proper rack. So you got modern axes, handmade axes, rusty axes, katanas, chainsaws, machetes, guns, crossbows, bows, handmade bows, tons of arrows. Next floor is the explosives room. We got shelves and shelves of explosives, Molotov cocktails, and crafting tables where people would build the bombs. Going up one more floor, I can't speak, darn. Going up one more floor takes us to the armor room. We got the creepy armor, which is definitely creepy. It's made out of cannibals. Then we got the strong, I think it's the strongest armor in the game. I can't remember. Is the bone armor. Then the regular lizard skin armor. And then camouflage armor, which is lizard skin armor with sap and leaves. And up one more floor is kind of like a hangout area. We got just chairs and stuff. And we got another little archery range down here. And we got a balcony. Overlook part of the city. And we're getting to the end of the bridge. The bridge city, I don't know. And we got log storage. You need a lot of logs to, you know, it's the forest. You gotta have log storage. So we got 2 floors to it. Got a nice roof over it. And 2 more guard towers down on this end with a catapult on each side of them. With just a little bridge here. We got a bridge going out to this tree tower where you could maybe, you know, jump down, get some cannibals, throw some Molotovs at them. And yeah, I think that pretty much does this build. I might have ran through it a little quick. This is my first really large build I've ever done in the forest. I really love this game. I've been playing it for a long time. There's older videos of me and Joey playing on this on my channel, and they are mint, let me tell you. Back in the day, I think they're like 2015, 2016 videos where, you know, microphones didn't matter and quality wasn't a thing on this channel. That was just dumb high school kids. But yeah, that takes us to the end of the bridge. It bridges all the way across the Cenote, which, to build this platform that went all the way across, I think it was 7,000 logs. But what's nice about the developer cheats is you can just, you know, build your wall however you want. And, you know, normally on creative it just goes up like that. Or at the developer codes, you could just press F1 and go build all ghost. Just like that. Press enter, it builds them all. I'd be careful with using that though, because it does kind of have a tendency, if you have, let's say, 7,000 logs and you try to do it at once, your game kind of crashes. So take it as you will. But yeah, this is going to be the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you've never seen The Forest, I recommend getting it. It's a great game. Maybe it's a little scary starting out if you're by yourself and you're playing at night and all the lights in your room are off. Maybe, I don't know. But it's a ton of fun if you got friends. It's still a lot of fun playing it alone. And yeah, if you haven't played it, I'd go ahead and give it a shot. I think it's on PlayStation, Xbox now. I'm not 100% sure on that. Don't quote me. But it is on Steam, and I think it's $20. And it's been out for a while. You should get it, play it. It's a lot of fun. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm trying to do a lot different videos on my channel, trying to grow it a little more. And I don't know. I'm just rambling now. I hope you enjoyed it. And it'd mean a lot to me if you left a dislike on this video. Just kidding. Leave a like. And subscribe to the channel if you want more cringy content. I'd appreciate it a lot. That was the cringe right there, the laugh, and me doing this. Alright, anyway, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. We'll see you again real soon.